What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be a collective full moon reading in Gemini reading today. So today is Thursday, December 4th. We have a full moon in Gemini. This is the last moon of the year. It's all about releasing and setting intentions for the next year. Gemini is good for communication and innovative ideas. So it's a good time to start looking at different ways you might want to implement a new idea or an existing belief or something like that. Also time for us to think about what's worked well with us for this year and what we need to focus on letting go of, so just think about those kind of things. Hopefully this reading today will help give you a better idea. So let's set the intention right now for this reading to be on how to release and create space for better in the following year. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for being part of this community. If you haven't, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button after this reading if it resonates, and you can get more updates about this. So let's get started. Two of Wands. Yeah. So for a while, you've had some type of plan, some type of idea here to go ahead and I feel like you're walking away from something here. I'm not sure what the Two of Wands is pointing to, but it's like you got your back towards the viewer here, right? So it's like I feel like you've turned your back towards your audience. And I mean your audience, I'm talking like the people in your life that support us, family, job, our daily people. I feel like you're walking towards something new. And you definitely are deciding to go ahead and make that decision. Yeah, King of Pentacles here. You're walking towards a new opportunity here in the physical world, the material world. You could be getting a promotion. You could have gotten a new job. You could have started a business. This King of Pentacles is boss, in the material world energy. In the material world and forms of energy as well. So you've been directing your energy towards you, is what I'm seeing. Or this King of Pentacles could represent a boss or an authority figure here. Even a parent, a masculine, masculine energy doesn't have to necessarily be like a man, but it's a masculine type of energy here that is very stoic maybe. They're very practical, very logical, very grounded, financially stable here. Strength in reverse. So something here has been kind of difficult. There could be some financial insecurities, or you could have been focusing a lot on financial issues here. Maybe you're not feeling like, this new project that I just started on, it's not taking off exactly how I wanted to, this new career or whatever it is, I quit teaching back in May, okay, and I became a financial representative. It was basically a fancy way of saying life and health insurance salesman. And you eat what you kill, what they say, which basically means if you don't make any sales, you don't eat anything. And it can be very scary those first couple of months. So if you've ever been through a transition, I don't do that anymore, by the way. But if you've been through I do something way less secure. But the reward and the opportunity is just so amazing to be here on YouTube. But anyway, what I was going to say is, it's scary to take that leap of faith here, right? And when you're in it, people don't get it, but it's hard to be an entrepreneur. It's hard to start a business, whatever it is. I don't care if it's your own, insurance, if it's, real estate, bracelets, content creating, making Tumblr, Etsy store shops, whatever your business is, a restaurant, barber, beautician, loctician, esthetician, nail tech, nail salon owner, All those, my entrepreneurs, they don't sleep. Okay, my entrepreneurs out there, y'all don't sleep. And y'all make other entrepreneurs. Y'all inspire people. You got the star here. Let me go over this. At the bottom of the deck, you got the star and the Empress. You make it look so easy, you say. You make it look so easy. And I feel like there's a lot of... I was saying this last night, too. There could be a lot of dark themed things. Like, it's like it's still spooky season at Christmas time feeling. Does that make sense? I think that resonates for someone. It definitely resonates for me. Like, I feel like it's Christmas, but I'm not watching Christmas shows. I'm watching the new Welcome to Derry on HBO Max and loving it. Like, it is so... I didn't think it was going to be that good, to be honest with you. I was like, oh, we'll see. You know what I mean? I just turned it on just to... You know how you just turn something on to just watch you eat? Basically, like, I just turned something on so I could just, sit in front of the TV and eat. And then, I was like, okay, whatever. And then my friend came over, and we had just got back from eating. If I leave my house and meet up with a friend, we're probably going to eat or smoke weed or something. But... which they kind of go hand in hand because we did both. Anyway, we got back and we watched episode 2, and after that I was like, okay, yeah, I kind of like this show. And I'm on episode 4. I think I gotta watch 5. It's a good show, y'all. If you have HBO Max, watch it. If you don't, drop down the comment and you can give me for $10. I can get you a password. Let me stop. But, there's like dark themes around you. And it's not like in a bad way. It's just kind of like, let me flex. I never get to use this word. Macabre. Like, it's just a little, you just kind of like a little gothic, a little grim, But you know what? That is winter when you think about it. Winter is when things die. The leaves fall off the trees and, everything looks barren. There's just death, right? And death is a part of life here. And like even the 7 of Cups cards right here, it has, they look like little skulls. This is not to be negative. It's just factual. People get older in the wintertime. The days are shorter. The nights are longer. And I think that does something to us psychologically. It forces us to maybe pay a little more attention to some aspects of life that are rather, let's say, not so pleasant to keep in our forebrain. For some of us, for a majority of us, we've been wired to kind of like, disassociate death and negativity. So I think in the subconscious, things like that really like flourish, which is probably why we have so many opinions and strong opinions and beliefs about death. What happens to us after we die? What is the meaning of life if we die? Can you prolong death? What can you do to prevent death? We spend our whole lives worried about something we don't ever want to happen. It's crazy, right? Instead of focusing on all the things we want to happen, all the ways we could be living happy lives with our loved ones, we're focused on what's going to happen when we die. What she say? This life be over soon. Heaven lasts always. She said, girl, you better bash Mrs. Head in and think about heaven later. She had it right. Oh, Miss Sophia home now. Oh, yeah. Saturday Night Drill. Okay. That's a good movie. I ain't see the remake with Taraji. I don't know. She kind of ruined it with the whole... But I get where she was coming from with the whole Hollywood not paying the actresses and actors. It just kind of... I didn't want to support a movie that didn't pay people. Because it was like, you weren't going to get the money anyway. So why give it to Oprah and Tyler Perry if they're bad people? I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, I feel like you definitely are in like this theme where you're focusing on yourself. I get sidetracked very easily, but it's okay. It's okay. We family here. Seven of Cups. You have a lot of options. You have a lot of choices. There's a lot of different things you're really good at in that. You can go in many, many, many directions here. The Two of Swords is keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. I know for me personally, so I'm a little projecting, but I'm going to keep an open mind. If you have this idea of how you think you want the success of your future to look, I would say broaden it. Don't stop doing what you're doing, but maybe just be open to, I'm not gonna meet the love of my life right now because I'm working on building this and and then boom, you meet someone who is too good to just pass up right now, to just like not take a swing at, right? So what? Because you weren't expecting it, you're just gonna like let that opportunity fall by the wayside? You could do both. And I think the Two of Swords is like, don't be like so locked in that you don't see the blessings, the add-ons, the extra stuff. Maybe not add-ons is the word. You know what I mean? Like the extra stuff that you could also be getting, the hidden treasure gems along the journey. You ever play video games and like, if you have like the main path, right? They did a lot of this in like God of War, where like you'd be on the path, right? But if you go around this little ledge right here on this corner, there's a treasure chest right there. Now, the goal was to find as many of these as possible, right? And there was kind of like obvious places where, okay, there's probably treasure chests over here. Once you start finding them more frequently. So it's like, don't forget to collect those treasure chests. Don't be so busy trying to get to the boss scene and you got to kill that bitch like 4-5 times anyway. So you're going to need all the Blades of Olympic gold bar orbs that you can find to kill that bitch. So you know what I mean? Like, if you just rush through the game and you don't collect the little side pieces, when you get to the boss, it's going to be super fucking hard. But you collect all these extra pieces as you get to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you collect them as you go, like you're supposed to. Because they put them there for a reason. That's just sit there and just be hidden. They put them there so your ass would find them. Now, sometimes you find them on the way back. Or sometimes you'll see it, but you can't get to it yet. You got to do something in the game that makes it possible for you to then be able to get to that level. And I'm telling you, man, life imitates art, and art imitates life. So many times, it's like you are in proximity to what you truly desire, and you see it. And then you just go on your path, and you'll start to notice, even if you feel like you knocked something out of the way it falls, the way it lands, the way it circles back, it creates another opportunity, another pathway to the thing that you want the most. Interesting how life is, That's why they need people like me to help y'all get the cheat codes. I don't want to call this cheat codes. I only say I'm allowed to. Strength here in reverse. This is Swords in reverse. Speak your truth. Speak your name. Speak your truth here. I feel like you've been holding back something that you need to speak to someone here out of fear of how they may take it. We're going to get some shadow cards here too, because hell yeah. You could be avoiding a conflict or a conversation with someone. Three of Swords and the Empress here in reverse. Yeah. This could be a family member, someone who feels like a family member. Someone here is on their little high horse, and they are the Empress in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse. They are... This is someone who... they're being a little dramatic, I feel like, with the Empress in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse. And especially with the Ace of Swords and the Strength in reverse. Like, this person's really afraid of... I feel like this connection not working out. Three of Pentacles, they want to work on it. But the Knight of Swords in reverse is them being like... They're still in their fifis. They in their feelings. And you just like, I feel like you just don't care. But also the strength in reverse is like you are like, you can't say no to this person either. I feel like you really do love this person, but it's hard for you to communicate a message of truth and honesty with them. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there's no one, y'all not really putting the energy in. This person's not really putting the energy in. Like, it's very given, like, I'm sorry, you sorry, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's not like, this person is Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Okay. Okay, let me rephrase this. These are like Game of Thrones people for some reason. I don't know. This is giving Ned and Catelyn Stark for some reason. But then the dragons, I'm like, they didn't have dragons. So this could be Alicent and Viserys, but he was like lame. So maybe this could be Rhaenyra and Daemon. But I don't really like... Yeah, like, who the fuck are them people? I don't know. But anyway, this person here is juggling how to have like this happy community with you. They want you in their circle. They want you in their community here. But they like the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So they're like, damn, like collective is requiring me to like, I don't know, not be an emotional bitch baby. I just want this person. You want this person. You want to have a communication and conversation with this person, but you're afraid they're too immature for what you might tell them. It could just be it could be just time for you all to just take a little pause, a little break. You know, just take your time to really feel this situation out. Don't try to rush through anything, just out of fear or reluctance of it not getting back on the ground. That could be the thing that makes it like not work, is being afraid to let it go. Think about that. King of Wands here. Yeah, you're standing on business. You are in the King of Wands energy, so I need you to focus on this King of Wands, this Aries, Sag, Leo energy, this boss, this very decisive. You are turning into this King of Wands. You're attracting the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Like, you could be, to my guys out there who watch tarot, thank you all. You all are really stepping into like your divine masculine here. I do say with the Strength in reverse and the Ace of Wands, it's like you are. That Strength in reverse to me doesn't necessarily mean like coward or like not being courageous. Sometimes to me, the Strength in reverse is sometimes erupting. It can be a little explosive. So be careful if you like pop off or you are withholding, with the Ace of Swords here, withholding some type of communication. Ooh. Okay, the Seven of Cups just span around on it. So it came up. Damn. Communication is very hard right now for me. Seven of Cups in reverse. And then it spun around to the upright. You could be clearing some confusion here with you. I feel like your heart isn't quite sure. Because I don't see the pentacles. I don't see any pentacles. You're trying to figure out how you feel about a certain person still. Yeah, that's what it is. You don't want to just throw away the connection, but you're not ready to take a step forward in it. And the Four of Swords is just getting a little restless. It's like, there's this restless energy. I think this is this person projecting that onto you because they're restless and you're telepathically maybe sensing that energy. And this isn't just to the divine masculines. This is to the divine feminines as well. You could be feeling this from the divine masculine or vice versa, or however you need it to be applicable to you. But don't force it if it doesn't. That makes sense. Don't force it, but make it applicable. Like, which is it? Obviously, don't force it if you don't see it. But the genders and the pronouns, I don't have every one scenario memorized. Three of Wands here. Moving forward. I feel like you are just moving forward here. And are you moving forward alone? Like, what is this? Oh, King of Swords. Okay, you're moving for. Damn. You was in your masculine. I don't care if you are feminine or a masculine. You are stepping into divine masculine energy. You're going towards divine masculine energy with the King of Swords here. We don't have any queens. We have all kings. So we're all about action. We're all about taking some type of, some type of role, some type of stance or something here. You got 3 kings. You got the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords. And we're not even like, so the emotions, the feelings, all that shit is gone. Like, we're talking like logic. We're talking what makes sense. We're talking what is the best. The King of Wands is a little, he's passionate, but he's not like, he's passionate about himself. So you are very much in your, like, I'm focused on me. High Priestess in reverse. Ooh, you know what? This High Priestess, child, look at this High Priestess card. I think I showed Gemini this. She make me feel some kind of way. This is like, I keep wanting to call her the Dark High Priestess. So this person could be doing some, and I don't think there's anything wrong with saying dark, because dark does not mean evil. Dark just means shadow. And the High Priestess does speak about the shadow, the subconscious. So the things that we suppress, the things that we don't like, things that we hide, subconscious. It's below the conscious, right? We don't like to think about it. Ace of Cups and the 3 of Swords here. Ooh. Beginning and heartbreak. And here's the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Can't buy me love. Just heard that. Someone could have tried to have bought your love. Page of Wands and the 8 of Swords. You could realize that someone here was trying to buy your love, or the Knight of Cups with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and then the 3 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like someone here can have a transactional view on love. They see love as something here. This could be you. This could be you, where you maybe, when it comes to love, you see it as more of a transactional thing that leads to heartache with the 3 of Swords here. Like, or you've often had to pay for love and has always led to heartache. I don't know. I just find these cards to be interesting. The Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups here, right? It's like, look how, in the grand scheme of things, money is so much more important than love. Because look how small that coin looks. But here it looks so big. But compared to the Cup of Love and the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, like, the coin isn't that big here. So the focus here is love. Well, of course, it's the Ace of Cups. The focus here is money. And, like, money and the 3 of Swords here is, like, giving me, like, heartache. Like, love and money don't mix. Something like that. You don't always need to love your job. I don't know. Something like that. Someone here has something like that mentality when it comes to love and money. I don't know what that means. But yeah. That's what I see for that. How is this helping you on what to release? Releasing this situation for real. Because, I feel like you rather focus on making money and heartache. You rather let's see. The Hermit. Yeah, you've really been pulled into yourself. You've been focusing. You've been doing some mastery. You have been really working on you, healing, all that good shit here. Here's the Knight of Cups again. I'm sorry, yeah, this is the Knight of Cups. I said King, but maybe that was the Knight. I don't know, what does the King look like? I think that's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups was the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Okay, money getting in the way. Ooh, yeah. That could be it. Money could get into the... You could be afraid of money getting in the way of love. Or love getting in the way of money. You focused on the bag. Somebody focused on you. Knight of Cups here. Judgment. Oh, shit. You got decisions. It's time to act. You got to turn this strength in reverse. You know that, too, emotionally. It's almost like the phoenix. It's a rebirth here. Someone is the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. Ooh, celebration. It could be a wedding here coming up. Someone could be getting married. You could be bringing your date to a wedding or something. That could be something. Maybe you're seeing someone and you're like, ooh, this wedding would be the perfect time to kind of like introduce everybody to Timothy or Teddy or Marissa, Chanel. Ooh, Chanel. Somebody's name could be Chanel. Flew out when I said Chanel. Monique, Sydney, Ashley, Brittany, Candace. She also give me Jasmine too. Yvette? Somebody named Nick, and they go by Nikki. Queen of Cups here. You could be avoiding this Queen of Cups here. Okay. Yeah, you could be with the Ace of Cups. This Queen of Cups wants to have an Ace of Cups moment with you. So I feel like these two people, this Queen of Cups, there is a female energy here. Okay. That makes sense. This is the Cups too. But you have the King of Cups, Knight of Cups here at the end. You could be reconciling with some people here from your past. But on your time. It's coming here. It's just not, you're just not ready for it. It's what I'm feeling. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, don't rush me right now. I got some other shit I'm working on. Three of Cups and the Emperor. Yeah, they want to really have this. It's giving like your family. It's giving like a lover here who didn't like see your value and now they do. Maybe you got into an argument and you took a stance and you stood on, you stood your ground, and now they respect you more for it. Like, at once they may have, no offense, they may have maybe thought you were more of a pushover, more of an easy target, more like a sucker. She said you was a sucker, a lollipop, you know? They could have thought that you were someone who would just roll over if they just like barked loud enough. And, you know, stupid shit. The Sun here. Yeah. This, honestly, you was happy. You didn't give a fuck. To be honest with you, Diane, I'm surprised. This is a very dark deck. Look at the Sun card. I've never seen a Sun card like this. This is a little gloom. It's a little grim, right? I don't know. I don't. You know what I mean? The deck to me is just kind of, It's not my favorite deck. It's growing on me. I can see it becoming a good deck that I like. It's not a bad deck. I just don't know if this is my favorite. Temperance here. You're balanced. You're alchemizing. You are healing old wounds. You're taking like what you've learned from the past, sprinkle it in what you know right now, and trying to create something here that's going to get you to where you need to go. 30 minutes on the clock. Hey now, hey now, hey now. 3 of Cups in reverse, but some people here want to disrupt that. Ew, I don't like that. Haters, just haters being haters. Just be careful. You know, and don't let people steal your shine, okay? The Page of Cups here. You are magical, I feel like, and you are someone here who is very you're like a new initiate into like the world of magic. 4 of Wands here. You're disrupting family cycles and stability here on certain beliefs. Maybe you have a different way of looking at the world. You know, you're the person who doesn't just submit to the ideology of the family. You know, if you're in a conservative family, you're very liberal and you're outspoken about it. If you're in a liberal family, you're very conservative and you're outspoken about it. You know, you aren't afraid to voice how you feel and stand by yourself. Oh, some of you guys could maybe be some of you could be in a diverse relationship with someone from different background. And it doesn't, maybe not even race. It could be like religion or gender, ethnicity, something like that. Whatever it is, you could be doing something here that is maybe considered a little unorthodox for your family. The Devil and the Death card at the bottom of the deck here. Oh, wow. You're putting shame to death here. You are, you're like white boys, or you're a black dude who likes white girls, or you like people who are Hispanic, you like anybody and everybody, and everybody's like, oh, that's, you're not, this isn't, and you're like, I'm doing what makes me feel happy here, and the death is the transformation, and the Devil is the shame, the stigmas attached that makes you feel bad, and it's like, I'm not falling for that, I'm not going to be attached to that shame or stigma because society wants to label people who do that as this or that or whatever. It's like, you can think whatever you want about me. You can say that, oh, people who watch tarot videos or do tarot are witches and they're evil abominations. Cool, think that about me. Don't care. I don't believe in that shit. And I love me. The Lovers, exactly. I love me. This is a very different Lovers card because it looks like some of the like one of the creepy versions of how angels are described in the Bible. Anyway, to me, the Lovers here with this Queen of Cups, this is someone who has a divine counterpart, like it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be like a lover, but it could be like a soul tie or something here. And honestly, I think this is you accepting the feminine parts of yourself as well. Being in a more receptive, loving, giving, nurturing energy for yourself. And allowing yourself to attract and accept love offers that are going to be offered to you because you're nurturing yourself. The Tower and the Two of Swords here. Yeah. I think you are... It's like some radical acceptance here of like understanding, being more open-minded, being more tolerant. The Chariot in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse. You could be moving away to get away from, or people could be moving away from you energetically. People walking away unburdened, but also unsuccessful. Two of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. You have prosperity. You have this amazing connection on the way that's going to be attached to some financial glow up as well. I know y'all like to hear that. You could have a romantic connection here that is attached to a financial glow up. You guys are going to be making good investments when it comes to money. You know, this is a couple who knows how to put their money together and make shit happen. And there's nothing wrong about, I feel like a couple should be financially sound. And that should be something that's important to me in my life. That is, you know, financial stability and success is something that I do. My partner has to be goal-oriented in that sense too. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Everything's going to be okay. The Ten of Swords in reverse to me is... I feel like these are, you know, recovering after a fucking period of just shit. Like the judgment here with the Page of Cups is like your heart is being baptized by fire here. Like I honestly feel that for real. And it's like you having the strength to just really lay your heart out there and go through this like purge. Oh yeah, it's like you're purging certain energy, certain people. You're releasing these energies, these feelings, all of this. You're making a decision to do that. Yeah, and it's gonna leave you raw, exposed. You're gonna block some people here, and you're gonna go towards yourself. And you know what? And it's gonna be a little. You're gonna have some growing pains with it. The Ten of Swords here, but you're gonna be okay because the King of Wands, you're coming out strong, and the Ace of Cups is you're coming out with new love. You know, but did you die? Ten of Swords in reverse. But did you die, bitch? Yes, you had to get rid of some people, but did you die? Did you not find self-love? Did you not heal and nurture yourself by blocking off some of these people? Yes, it sucked that you had to let go of some of these people that you really cared about, but they were not ready to meet you at the judgment table. You couldn't stall forever, right? So you made the decision. You're walking towards new love here, new opportunities in love, whatever it is, a new passion. It doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be a new job. Fuck that. Better than a new job. This is a new... This is something you truly love. Something that is a wish fulfillment. Something that is it's so blessed. It's so blissful. And then the King of Wands. I feel like this is a love for who you're becoming. Like this very strong, grounded. Even if you're a woman, I think you're going to be someone here who is respected by men and women. If you're a man, you're stepping more into like this authoritative. Which one's authoritarian? Authoritative. You're going to be someone here of authority and also someone of diplomacy where you are able to lead from the heart and also make good decisions without being seen as a pushover. You know what I mean? Who's a good example of someone who's very well-rounded when it comes to being a good leader? Like Barack Obama, you know, like he hits the emotional chord while still being logical, or like even like a Republican person who was good at that. I'm gonna get there. There's somebody who's, you know, George W. Bush. He's actually a pretty interesting person. He does like watercolor paints, and say what you want about him, I just think that some of his artwork is pretty interesting. And compared to where I don't want to get political, but let's get these shells cards. Never mind. Let's just get back to what we're supposed to be talking about. This King of Wands is someone here who is a good leader, someone who is very well measured and well respected and well loved. There we go. So let's see what these shadow cards are going to say, because, you know, we got the full moon. So there's going to be a shadows. Ooh, the mask of happiness. Even these cards are a little dark. The mask of happiness says, are you hiding sadness behind forced smiles? Authenticity heals deeper than avoidance. Whoa. So I feel like definitely that's been something that me have worked on. The mask of happiness. Have you been, ooh, and that was the sun card too. Shit. Oh my God. There's the sun card over the Two of Wands and the Hermit. So you've been acting like maybe you was real happy when you're kind of sad about moving away or turning towards something here. It's like you can, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel the hurt. Damn. Stories we tell ourselves. Are you narrating your life through a lens of limitations or empowerment? Yeah. And I think you chose empowerment. I think you chose to take the narrative and you've turned it into, you know what, yes, these things happen to me, but you know what, they're not going to define me forever. I'm going to use the energy that was created here in this turbulence to push me towards the calm settledness of the future. I'll take these two. Releasing judgment. Oh my God. Releasing judgment. Then there's the judgment card. Wow. Okay, thanks for the clarity. Do not fear your darkness. You are not good or bad. You are human and evolving. Page of Cups, the Strength in reverse. Yeah, don't be afraid to release judgments here. Do not be afraid to give into, like, you know what? Like I said, fuck how people feel about me. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to love who I want to love. I'm going to live how I want to live. And, you know, if that doesn't make you happy, then fuck you. Period. You're living for yourself here. Look at that. And that's breaking karmic cycles. Recognize repeating patterns and take action to break generational wounds. So like where in the past, you know, let's say you came from a very traditional family, you're supposed to just get married and have kids, and you're like, no, I'm not doing that. That's not my life. That's not how I want to live my life. No, I don't want to just do this. I'm going to do this and this instead, and I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm not going to just go and work a 9 to 5. I'm not going to just this, and this. I'm going to do for me. I'm going to get how I want to get it. And I think that's going to be really good for you. And I think, you know, sometimes that's going to make people jealous and envious if you start to really outshine and outcompete them in your own. Because a lot of people don't like what they do for a living. And here your ass is doing what the fuck you want to do. And this bitch gotta get up and put her good clothes on, go find her good wig, shake it out, and get ready to go work and deal with them folks. While you just roll up out of bed and you just start day trading or content creating or, you know, your Etsy shop, whatever you gotta do. And I'm not saying that's not even like, oh, that's all you do, because first of all, let's go back, because I get up at 7, 8 o'clock every fucking morning still. Okay, maybe sometimes it's not as early as some other people do. Fine. But I'm up here and I'm still doing this shit just because I'm at home. And I ain't trying to compare this to working at a, you know, going up and getting in the club and doing all that. I understand that. Trust me, I understand that. Especially right now in this winter. I understand how that feels. But it takes, this is still work. You're breaking karmic cycles and you're making shit look good for you. Ooh, I had just got this deck, but this is a card that I felt like I was definitely going to be working with. The anger within. Anger is a teacher, not an enemy. Explore its roots rather than suppressing it. See, I like that, because if you can stem the anger to where it originates, that's how you can get a hold on what triggers you. I'm not going to say you can make the anger go away, but you can get a hold on what triggers you. And you know what's crazy? If I look at these cards, I see a progression of like the same person. So here you were as this clown, right? People saw you as a clown. Here you are, oh, you a clown. You're real easy. And then you were like, bitch, who's the clown? Well, you know what I mean? Like, you still, Now you turned your back on that mode. You're not even facing them. Like, you got your whole back to the world. Like I was saying earlier, you turned around. They're like, what are you doing? Like, turn back to us. Boom. Oh, what the fuck is that? Who is this now? Who is this bitch? You're not the same. This, I don't know who this is. I'm used to this. We thought that you were going to turn back around, and this is what we were going to see. Or maybe this even. But we weren't expecting this. What the fuck is this? Who is this nigga? I'm sorry, who is this bitch? Who the fuck is this person? Who is this? I don't know. And they're like, oh wait. I'm like Frieza. I'm never done with forms. Bam! This is who I really am, okay? This is why I had to turn around. Because this was about to come out way too early, okay? So now they're like, this is them, right? And you're like, I got the wrong one. You had the wrong one the whole time, man. They had the wrong one the entire time. They thought that they didn't know that this was hiding this. Okay? This is what you were showing everybody, but behind this is what the fuck you really are. Okay? So now people are confused because it's like, well, hold up now. Do I want this or this? Because now every time I see this, I know that it's really this. So now you got people who thought that they were this because they thought that they was this. But no, they really just this. At best, they this. You know? They're like, oh, I'm really this, you know. This was they mask. And this is their true self. This is your mask. And this is your true self. You see the difference? You are the goat. You are the beast. You are that. They pretend to be that. And so what that Ten of Swords in reverse is, it's that, damn, I had to really show them who I was. I didn't want to have to do that to them. You know, it was I didn't want to have to fuck you up like that. I didn't want to have to beat your ass like that. I didn't want to have to boss up on you like that. I didn't want to have to embarrass you like that in front of everybody. But you took me there. You just wouldn't stop. Like, it's like you wanted this. Like you just kept asking for it, and I just couldn't keep denying you what you wanted. Because, you know what I mean? It's like they pushed you to do this. And when you released whatever it was that kept that from coming out, you set up a whole chain of events here. And you've shown how you can transform and let your inner self truly come out. Because, baby, I'm telling you, you have a power within you that is to not be fucked with. And you kept it concealed. You know, it's kind of like welcome to Derry. You think it's the clown is creepy enough, but what's really behind that clown is that fucking demon thing, right? If you know, you know. Okay? If you know, you know. If you know, you know what I'm talking about, right? They thought you were prey, but you're the true apex predator because they don't see you coming. You know, the dinosaur was, if they worked together and teamed up, they could take the dinosaur down, right? You know, you're the invisible apex predator. You're the one that people try to prey on, and they find out that they fell into your trap. They played into your trap. Oh, you think I'm a mark? You think I'm a sucker? Okay, cool. Let me see if you're gonna fall for this. Oh, I'm gonna play dumb. I'm gonna act like I'm just this little. And don't get me wrong, you know, you don't want to have to do all that with people. Of course, who does? Fucked up people, right? Not people who truly know that they have it within them to snap the fuck out of it. Like, you know, deep down within you, you just snap the fuck out of it. Yeah, you could feel upset, you could get angry, but you know that, like, deep down inside of you, when shit hits the fan, the rubber meets the pavement, and you know how to make it do what it do to do what you need to do. You're not no bitch. You could be sad, but if it really get down to the wire, and you get tired of playing with these folks, when you really get done, like when it's really mad day, because at first you just let them get their little lick in. You look, okay, whatever. Take your little jab, bitch. Take your little jab. I know your feelings hurt. I'm gonna be the bigger person. But when they just keep poking and they keep poking, and you're like, all right, bitch, trying to be a bigger person, you can keep fucking with me. And then the bitch just keep going after you done already surrendered. You leave me no choice. And don't feel bad, because that's just who you were built to be. Because for you to be as loving and has the heart and the actual, like, purity that you do have with the Page of Cups here, because you are someone of pure love. Like, you aren't out here trying to hurt people. You're not trying to harm people. You're not going out of your way to do slick shit to fuck with people, right? You just trying to do you literally stay in your lane and mind your business. You go up for other people. You focus on you. You focus on getting your needs and your desires met without hurting and harming other people. You're not problematic. You're just you. You're just living your fucking existence in this world. And so you're going to need to have this within you, because there's going to be a lot of bitches out here that want to be this, but they're really this. So, you know, you put on your clown face, right? You know, you put on a happy smile, because that's what they want to see, right? When you go out to go grab your milk and your eggs and shit. But, you know, you did that, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do. No, not anymore. Fuck that. Right now, we're in the transitional. We turned our back. We're doing this. Now, when you pop up, when you go out somewhere, it's bam. Oh, okay. Who's this bitch? Oh, you're a little different now. Oh, okay, I like what you did with the fangs, though. That's tough. I like that. Is that a robe? Is that satin? What is that? Oh, that's silk. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, nice. You know, very nice. And then, you know, it was like, oh, let me borrow that. Don't touch my shit. Okay? Get off of me. Stop touching me. Get the fuck back. Well, damn, I just asked for advice. No, you doing too much. Chill, bro. Go on now, leave me alone. And then they go, my bad, I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave you alone. And now you got them looking like this. When at first, this is how they was looking at you. But now you got them looking like this. This is how you see them. You then flip the script, all right? You are releasing these goofies. You showing their true identity. You're showing your true identity. You are communicating with simply a lack of communication. You know, you don't owe anyone an explanation for why they can't come into 2026 with you. You don't need to write a thesis statement. You don't need to give an exiting interview. You know, you can just, like I was telling somebody earlier, you can just quietly let them slip away in the background. You know, a silent breakup. You know, it's like a soft quit. You know what I mean? It's a soft quit. You know, you just stopped putting them on the schedule. You just took them off the schedule. That's all. They're not technically, they're still in the system for now, but you just took them off the schedule. That's it. They're not in trouble. They're just, you know, it's just off the schedule. You know, that's it. And you are going to be fine, because you got something here that is, with that Ace of Cups here, I think some of you all, someone's moving, or you could be moving. People are either moving away, people are moving away from you, and people are moving towards you, energetically and both in the physical world. All right. I love you guys, and as always, drink water, be safe, and peace.